Mr. President, I rise today in defense of dignity, our national dignity. Spokesperson of the Chinese embassy recently lectured Filipinos and worse, Philippine officials on the limits of freedom of speech. We are told that criticizing a foreign head of state is completely unacceptable. Well, let me say this then, Mr. President. If you do not like how democracy works in this country, then you are free to leave the Philippines. Get the out. Mr. President, kung hindi nila gusto kung paano gumagana ang demokrasya sa ating bansa, malinaw po ang sagot. Layas. This is our house. Hindi sila ang boss natin at tayo ay mga tau-tauhan lang nila. To the Chinese embassy officials, you do not have the moral authority to lecture Filipinos about freedom of speech. Because freedom of speech does not exist in your country. It is not practiced, it is not protected, it is punished. So do not export censorship to a nation that fought, bled, and died to be free. And another recent statement coming from the Chinese government threatening our officials of, quote, paying the price for making provocations and confusing right from wrong, unquote, pertaining to our claims at the West Philippine Sea. What is truly unacceptable is a foreign government acting as if it can police Filipino speech, intimidate Filipino officials, or shame Filipino into silence. Mr. President, our government officials spoke only the truth. They defended our sovereignty. They spoke as public servants of a democratic republic. They are correct, and the Chinese government is wrong. Wala silang karapatan na punahin ang malayang pagpapahayag sa ating bansa. Dahil sa kanilang bansa, walang tunay na freedom of speech. Mga kritiko ikinukulong at misteryosong namamatay pa. Ang mga mamahayag, pinapatahimik, opinyon, kinokontrol tulad po nangyayari doon sa Hong Kong kung ilang kritiko nila ay kinulong na. Let us be very clear, Mr. President. The West Philippine Sea is ours. Our officials have the right and the duty to speak about aggression against our nation. And Filipinos, Mr. President, will not whisper in their own house just to avoid offending a foreign power, particularly China. No, 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 Mr. President. We do not take lessons on democracy from a government that jails critics. We do not take lectures on free speech from a system that suppresses it. Our house, our terms, Mr. President. Respect is not demanded, it is earned, and it is mutual. If you want respect from Filipinos, then respect our Constitution. Respect our officials, respect our freedom of speech, and respect the simple truth that this is not your country. Mr. President, the Filipino people are not afraid. We are not silent, and we will not be bullied, politely or otherwise. Thank you, Mr. President. Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat at magandang hapon sa ating lahat.